Turning to brain health right now, which has been a hot topic lately. A lot of research, a lot of articles published about how to make our brains function better, how to prevent or at least reduce the odds of getting dementia. And we bring in our medical expert, Dr. David Winter from Baylor Scott & White Health, to talk about the latest, Dr. Winter. And we always appreciate you being here. I want to get your thoughts on how to keep our brains vibrant and functioning well.
Yeah, the key, Mark, to good brain health is a healthy body. That means a healthy diet, regular exercise, getting adequate sleep, trying to minimize stress when you can. Studies have shown if you do these things and stimulate your brain, the brain cells can actually grow. They can reproduce, and connections between the brain cells do also grow. It's a process called neuroplasticity, and it actually works. Mark?
You know, it's interesting to hear you use that term neuroplasticity. I've heard a lot of people talk about that when it comes to rewiring our brains and our addiction to these devices right here. I want to talk more about that in a minute, but I want to get into aging because the brain-body connection is one that I don't think people think about a lot. I know as our bodies get older, they can weaken. Does the same thing happen to our brain?
It can without stimulation, and the analogy here is muscles. So if you exercise your muscles, if you don't exercise them, they get weaker. If you exercise them, they get strong and even stronger than they were before. And the same with your brain. Now, how do you do that? Well, a challenging job can do that. Learning a new language, learning how to play the piano perhaps, some stimulating conversation with friends, all those things can stimulate the brain and can make it grow and make it stronger.
So you can teach an old dog new tricks, maybe. What about bad habits or brain trauma? How do they affect brain health, especially as we age?
Yeah, a good question, because we know that addicting drugs, excessive alcohol, excessive stress, all those things can actually make your brain get worse. It's very important that you take care of your brain, and to do that, it can make a big difference doing positive things. A positive attitude can also make a difference, Mark. I've seen patients in the same job, one with a positive attitude likes their work, goes with a good attitude, the other does not and is actually negative about their job. They don't do as well in this category here, and the other folks do much, much better.
Almost thinking it into existence. You mentioned sleep a little bit ago, and I'm afraid to hear your answer on this on a shift that you get very little sleep on, but we know that is essential for so many aspects of our health. It seems like especially when it applies to our brains.
Especially for the brain, you got that right. We recharge our brains when we do it. It's kind of like you recharge your cell phone at night. You recharge your electric car if you have one of those. And actually with the brain, we found that the short-term memory can put stuff back in the long-term memory, making more room for the next day with short-term memory. We've actually talked to scientists, poets, musicians, authors. A lot of those folks get better ideas first thing in the morning. So their brain has recharged and it works a lot better. Let me also add, though, that physical exercise makes a difference because circulation brings positive nutrients to the brain. So when you exercise, increase your blood flow, that also helps.
I know we only have a couple seconds left, but I brought up neuroplasticity earlier on and rewiring our brains and our addiction to our devices. A lot of parents may be seeing that with their kids and the phone bans that we're seeing in schools lately.
Exactly. It's how you use social media. A little bit can be good, particularly if you use it to help your brain answer questions, socialize with friends. If you use it for entertainment, hour after hour going down those rabbit holes, not good for you. But brain health can be controlled. You can make your brain healthier.
Great advice as always, Dr. Winter. Appreciate your time today.
Good to be with you, Mark. Thank you.